Right, what's up guys? I got these different products here, got different tools here, except for this is not a tool. I'm going to be showing you guys how to clean your RC. I have the Emax here, it looks pretty dirty. Not looks, it is pretty dirty. So I thought, hey, why not make a video of showing you how to clean it. Now there's different types of cleaning. There is just a light, I don't know, dusting, I guess you could say. Like, some tracks have an air compressor. So after each race, you can just take your car and just dust it off with the spray nozzle, like something like this. So you just take the car and just spray it. Now, why do you clean your car? You clean your car to prevent rust. It can prevent your car from holding on to moisture, your screws rusting from the moisture that's on the dirt. It makes it lighter so it's more predictable, so you don't have random mud clumps on things, and it prevents binding. Sometimes dirt gets into like the hinge pin areas, or maybe glue, it starts to stick to the shock shaft, or it starts cooling around the shock spring itself. You don't want that. It causes binding. Then your suspension gets all messed up. Also, another area is that it can get into the bearings and mess up your bearings, and you don't want to have bearings that are messed up. So it's just good to clean your car. So I'm going to show you guys how I do it, and yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take this air compressor and I'm going to get off as much loose dirt as I possibly can with this air compressor. Got all the loose dirt knocked off somewhat. Now it's time to actually start getting your hands dirty and cleaning it. And yes, you will need to sweep up after you spray the car off. So, taking off the tires just to make it easier to handle. Don't have these big tires in the way. Also got this towel down to soak up any of the dirt, not soak up, but trap any of the dirt so it's not on this. This is also a good time to bolt check stuff. Make sure that your screws are doing okay. Just like right now, I can see that my suspension screw right here is coming out. Either way, so I realized that my axle is spinning. If you guys can see that. My axle is spinning, but my drive shaft is not. I need a rebuild to get the pins necessary for that. Also, another thing I didn't say about the cleaning part, like keeping your cars clean, is that it makes it easier to spot when things are leaking. There's a point, it's either my B6 or my B5M. The rear diff was leaking, and I didn't know that until I saw the dirt, or like carpet fuzz sludge form back in the back of the car. So again, it's always nice to keep your car nice and mint. This is just a dry brush, just to get in here. So I'm almost done with like the front suspension area. I noticed that the bearings in the hubs are a little crunchy, so I'll have to replace those as well. I could clean them, but these bearings, those are probably close to the original bearings that came with the car out of the box. Also, I see that my chassis needs to be replaced. I need to get a new one of these chassis before they discontinue it. I actually would like to redesign the chassis. Maybe if I have any machinists, that'd be cool. If I had any machinists out there, I could take this chassis, scan it onto another piece of carbon fiber. Anybody machines carbon fiber, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, if you remember what it looked like, then this doesn't look too shabby. Looks pretty good. I have the rest of this dirty car to do. But I'm gonna take a break, have some lunch, and then I'll start up again.
20 minutes later.
I'm just gonna tackle this battery tray. Pro tip for you guys is to get yourself a set of like pins for sewing. My mom is a seamstress, so I commandeered a few of her pins, and they're really handy for cleaning out screws that have, usually on the bottom of the chassis, that are covered in dirt, and it makes it real quick, real easy to clean them out and make sure you have a nice fit. Okay, so I'm going to, this is what the chassis looks like now. There's still a little bit of gunk. I don't know if I can boost the exposure so you can see that. There's some stuff in there where the belt cranks are, so I'm going to need to do some disassembly. Probably take this off and stuff, but I won't do that on camera. So now it's on to the back, and the wing, and then the body. Okay, so here it is. Here's the car. All clean. Actually, let me take the camera out. Okay, so here it is. It's all done. Cleaned everything. But I did use some WD-40 to really make the parts shine like this so it'd look better on camera. You could do the same thing, you know. I guess I cheated a little bit using that. What I should also do is get into these hub carriers and clean those out, because those are probably too really dirty. Not the hub carrier. We'll get into the hub carriers and clean the bearings is what I'm saying. Clean the bearings in there, and then clean the bearings in the diff, but you probably don't want to see that, and this is a lot of screws to take off to get to the diffs, but that's also something I should do. That's something you should do as well. Alright, so I'm going to screw in these cups, and then we're going to go on to the body. Okay, so the body is super simple. You can just take a rag, take a towel, and just go over it like this. At least this is what I do. So I guess you could soften it. You could water it down and do that so you're not just rubbing the dirt over the body. But if you aren't too concerned about it, then this way is perfectly fine. Looks like this guy got some dirt on the inside too, so we'll just take that off real quick. Alright, there we go. And now you have a nice, clean RC. Alright, so I hope you guys are able to learn something from this video. This is how I clean my cars. I'm sure there's a ton of different ways to do it, different methods. It all comes down to it. You just got to get the dirt off the car. So this is how I do it. It looks pretty good. Hope you guys were able to learn something. If you did, give this video a like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video or at the track.